All right. We're live on Instagram and on YouTube. Yay. Took a second. There we go. Okay. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our daily live feed. As always, if you would like to come work with me, suitsandposing.com is where you have to go. We do hair, makeup, suits, and posing. All the fun stuff when it comes to competing. And we have our sizzling summer suit sale going on. And we have ladies getting ready to go into Universe. So you should watch them because you'll be able to see our suits in action and our posing in action. Welcome, you guys. We have a couple more packages left in our sizzling summer suit sale. It is in the link in my bio now, so you can click on that if you haven't done so already. Couple of quick announcements. I will be putting together the rest of my show schedule for like hair and makeup and things like that for pretty much the remainder of the year over the next week or so. So keep watching. We are at Masters Nationals, and I wanted to put that out there as well. There's 2 host hotels for Masters Nationals. We are at the second one. We're at the second host hotel, the Wyndham. So it's about 5 minutes away when it comes to going back and forth. I actually walk back and forth. I do not recommend that if you're a competitor because it is about 20 minutes if you're walking, but it's about 5 minutes by Uber. So you're good to go. I feel good today. Feeling good. Hungry. I got to eat when I get off the live feed, and I got to finish up 15 minutes of cardio. Got 15 minutes left. But we will be like I said, with Wyndham for Masters Nationals. And we will be, let's see, we're at Tampa, Nashville, North Americans. I'm not sure if North Americans is on my schedule or not for hair and makeup, but it is one of our shows. So yes, we are at North Americans. And then we'll go Ben Weeder. There's a few Virginia shows in between there too. There's the Max Muscle show in July. Clash of the Titans, we are there. No, I'm missing some coming up this summer. But basically, we're at shows like every other week. So, busy summer. Busy summer. Hope everybody's doing fantastic this evening. Okay, so tonight's topic is, why is her posing so much better than mine? It's that confidence factor. Now, there's a lot of things that go into the confidence factor. Some people are just born with it. It's truth. Some people are just born with that it factor. Some people need to have help with creating it. That's the majority of people. The majority of the people out there need to have help kind of creating and processing and procuring their it factor. Confidence comes from knowing that you've done everything you could possibly do to bring the best possible package onto that stage. If you, for some reason, feel like something is off, your confidence will probably be off, right? You see some people that just go on stage and you just can't take your eyes off of them, right? And that is typically because they've put everything together right. They know that everything that they've done for show day that day is the best they could possibly do. And they're going to show it off. One of the biggest tragedies that I see on stages is when I know girls have put in a ton of work to get on that stage. They look their absolute best they possibly could look that day, and they don't own it. That is one of the biggest tragedies that I see. So, how do you avoid that? There's a few things. First of all, there are a lot of resources out there today in order to bring a competitive package to the stage. Don't skimp. Don't skimp, guys. Yes, you can train yourself to the stage. Yes, you can get a suit on Amazon if you wanted to. Yes, you can watch YouTube videos and pose yourself. But you know what? 90% of the girls that are getting on that stage with you are not doing that. They're at least hiring a professional for their coaching services or whatever it might be. They're at least doing that. So if you think you can coach yourself to the stage, you probably can. Not to say you can't do it. Is it going to be your best and most confident package? Probably not. Now, if you're a seasoned competitor and you understand your body and things like that, and you understand nutrition and training and things like that, then you have a little bit of a leg up. Okay. So you are not the norm. The normal girl that's coming in to try to start competing and things like that, she doesn't have all that. She doesn't have all that knowledge. Right. So, and even at that, coaches have coaches. Michael Jordan, the best coach or best basketball player in history. I know people will argue Kobe, whatever. He still had his coaches. He still was coached. Okay. The best need coaches. They need that outside eye. They need that expert that's going to help them. LMAO, you look like you were choking back vomit as you said you could get a suit on Amazon. I know. You guys, please don't skimp. Please don't skimp. Yes, you can get decent suits at a cheaper price. Yes. But are you going to feel like $1 million in it? Probably not. There is that it factor that comes from feeling like you look like $1 million, right? That comes from that, right? So get yourself professionals for everything, right? Get yourself a professional for your training, your diet, for your tan, your hair, your makeup, and for your posing coaching. Okay. Hi, I teach posing. I'm one of those professionals. Hi, I do hair and makeup too. I'm one of those professionals, right? So get somebody that can teach you how to do this correctly. And here's the thing. They don't need to be necessarily a competitor. There are some really good coaches out there that aren't actual competitors. Most of them have done it. Most of them have at least gotten on stage at some point in their career, just to say that they've actually experienced it. Some of them aren't great competitors. Some of them are just great coaches. I don't understand. This is something I never understood. This is something I never understood across the board. Like why you have to be an Olympian in order to be a good coach. That is not the case, you guys. That is never the case in any other sport. Look at the best coach. Okay, going back to Michael Jordan. He was an amazing player. The greatest of all time, arguably. The greatest of all time. Terrible at managing a team. Fucking terrible. Because he's a star. He's a star athlete. He knows how to be a star athlete. He doesn't know how to manage people. Right? No, that's not, not to say that the best Olympians in the world can't be good coaches. I'm not saying that either. They definitely can be. But my point being, you look at, again, college football. I'm a big college football fan. Nick Saban. Yeah, he played football. He played football pretty well, but not at the highest level. And now he's the best freaking coach in the league. Again, arguably. I understand, arguably. But again, he was never a star player. He's a star coach. They're two different skill sets. Being a star athlete and being a star coach are two completely different types of skills. And usually they don't go together. Usually. Not always, but usually they don't go together. So keep that in mind. Get yourself a good coach that can show you how to do things, first of all. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you technically do things correctly. Now, you have to actually listen to me. I know a lot of my clients who think they know better than me. You know who you are. You know who you are. And guess what? You always tend to get judging feedback that tells you exactly what I was telling you. Imagine that. It's very rare that I'll have a client go into a show and get judging feedback that is different from what I've been telling them to do with their posing. Because I'm good at this. Because I'm good at actually posing people. I'm good at teaching people how to pose, right? So I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm trying to do when I get you to move a certain way. And I get you to do a certain thing, right? If any of you guys are on the live stream for the DC Pro-Am, I was one of the commentators. The other two commentators were also judges, right? And pretty much everything that they said or I said, we all said the same thing because we have that I as a judge, right? So technically, I can help you with those pieces. What I can't do for you is I can't give you that it factor. Okay. I can get you close. I can make you look like it. I can help you fake it. But I can't give it to you. I can't push you over that edge. You have to do that. You are the only one that has control over creating that it factor for yourself. So I can give you the tools. I can give you the resources. I can give you the things to practice and put together. But you have to actually do it. So how do you get that confidence? How do you get that it factor? How do you make your posing better than everybody else's? Doing all of these things that I just said. Because that is what is going to give you the confidence that you need going on stage. Knowing that you turned over every stone that you possibly could, knowing that you have the best coach possible, knowing that you have the best stage presence possible and posing possible, knowing that you have the best glam, hair and makeup, best tan, you have the best suit, you have the best of everything that you could possibly have to go on that stage that day. You did all the work in the gym, you did all the work in the kitchen, you did all the work when you were posing and practicing your posing. You did all of that. That is where your confidence comes from. If you slack on those things, if you don't do those things, if you don't stick to your diet, if you don't practice your posing daily, if you don't check in like you're supposed to check in, if you don't train with the intensity that you're supposed to train with, you are cheating yourself. And in the back of your head, even if you don't consciously recognize it, in the back of your head, you know you just cheated yourself. And guess where that comes out? That comes out in your confidence. That comes out in your it factor. That's where we see it. When you've done everything you could possibly do, when you've plugged every hole, when you've turned every key, when you've tried to do everything to the best of your possible ability, that's when your confidence turns on. That's when you step on stage and you know you got your shit together. And that's why that girl's posing is better than yours, because she did everything that she was supposed to do. And maybe you cheated yourself a little bit. Be honest with yourself. Did you practice your posing every day? Did you work out the kinks in your routine that you know were a problem? Did you work on them until they weren't a problem anymore? If you didn't, you cheated yourself. And that's why her posing looks better than yours. You didn't sell out. She did. She sold out. She sold out to the process. She sold out to what her goal was. She sold out to everything that she put her fingers on for that prep. If you didn't do that, that's why her posing's better than yours. I tell people all the time, I can lead a horse to water. I can't make him drink. I can tell you everything that you should do. I sit here on lives every night. I've been doing these lives for over 3 years now, consistently. Every week we have at least 2, if not up to 5. Every single week I've been doing these lives. I give you free information. I give you everything you could possibly need in order to be successful on stage. And people still don't take it and run with it. It's right here. I'm giving you the answers. I'm giving you the cheat sheet. Right? All you have to do is do it. That's it. It's up to us at that point. Absolutely. It's up to you. And it can be your day. It can absolutely be your day. Any day of the week, it could be your day. Just because it wasn't your day yesterday, it could be your day today. It could be your day. Don't cheat yourself. For some girls, they are their own worst enemy. They really are. They'll start sneaking little bits and pieces on their diet, start slacking on their intensity of their training, won't finish their cardio, won't get their water in, won't practice their posing until they can't get it wrong. It's not until you get it right, it's till you can't get it wrong. You're cheating yourself. You are taking yourself and taking yourself out of that winner's circle by doing that. Sell out. And I promise you that if you sell out to everything you could possibly do for your prep, when you get on stage, it's going to show up. It's going to show up. I'm telling you. I can't tell you, I mentioned this, after doing Dallas. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to quit between New York and Dallas because I was exhausted and starving. But I didn't. I made sure I got everything done every day. I made sure I worked out every kink I could possibly work out. And that's why my presentation and my posing was so much better when I went into Dallas than it was in New York. I sold out to New York too, but it was just warm up. I wasn't ready. I needed time. I needed time to get my feet wet again. I sold out to both shows, honestly. I did everything I possibly could do. But I went back to the drawing board and I fixed my problems. I fixed my mistakes from New York to Dallas. And I know a lot of you guys are kind of in that situation right now where you just did a warm-up show and now you're going into like your main show or whatever it may be. Take the opportunity to fix whatever you screwed up. And I promise you, your confidence will be on the next level when you get on stage the next time. And your posing will show it. Your presentation will show it. The things that you do off stage show up when you get on stage. And that's why if the girl's posing is better than yours, if her confidence is better than yours, it's because she did everything that she knew she possibly could do. How many of you guys have actually gone to a show and sat in the audience and watched? You see the girls that when they walk on stage, they know they nailed it. They know they nailed it. When you have a great support system around you as well, like I said, do your homework. This is all on you. Do your homework. Have a good support system. Have a good coach. Have good people behind you that you know you've got the best that you possibly can get when you get on that stage. Because especially when you go up in levels, when you start at the local level and you go up to the national level, you're going to see just how much more difficult it becomes. It's like night and day when you go up to the next level. And then again, once you get from the national level up to the pro level, it's like night and day when you move up. The only way you're going to have the confidence is knowing that you did everything you could. Real simple. Do the work. That's your job. As a competitor, that's your job. Do the work. Okay? I know a lot of ladies going into Universe this weekend who have done the work and they're ready. They're going to be bringing it. They're more than ready to take over those titles. If you're not more than ready, keep working. Confidence is a vibe. It's contagious when witnessing it. When I see a confident competitor on stage, it makes me want to jump up there too, right? It's true. You can hear people in the audience, people that know nothing about this sport. They don't know what it's judged on. They don't know anything about it. You can hear them in the audience when somebody comes on stage with that confidence. You can hear them. They're like, oh, look at her. Moms and grandmoms and grandpas and all that in the audience, they all know. They can see it. It's real easy to see when a girl is confident. It's really easy to see when a girl's confident. She's got that thing that you can't put your finger on. So this is what you need to do. Just do your job. If you can sit down on the morning of the show before you go on stage and say to yourself that you did everything in your power to have the best possible look on that stage that day, if you can do that, then go out there and kill it. By the way, if you've done everything possible to look your best on show day, that like everything you could do, why wouldn't you go kill it? Why wouldn't you go out there with all the confidence in the world? You got the best of everything. You are the it factor that day. Show up, show out. This is easy to see when she's scared shitless too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely can see when she's scared shitless. 100%. You can. You can. And you know what? Everybody's got to start somewhere. So, if you go out there and you shake your ass all over the place, because I sure as hell did when I was cold and nervous getting back on stage again for the first time, it's okay. Come back and kill it again. Everybody falls. At some point, everybody falls. You got to get back up. Take a minute and get back up. Right? And I'm telling you, man, you got 10 seconds to show those judges what you're all about. Make it worth it. Make them want to see more. Make them want to bring you back out again. Say, I'm here to stay. Do your job. The confidence factor is the one thing that will set you apart in a sea of beautiful bodies. Because I tell you what, those girls get on stage. I go to these national level shows and they're 50 girls deep per class sometimes. And it's like one beautiful girl after another. But you know what? I can always pick out the girls that are going to be in first call out. I can always pick out the girls that are going to be in first call out. Even in a class of 50, I can pick them out. And I'm always right. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because it's evident. It's very clear. That's another lesson. Like a lot of people say it's politics or something like that. I don't know I don't know most of the competitors in these classes, but I can pick out your first call out. I sat through all of nationals in Miami last year. I sat through the entire prejudging and I picked out everyone. You just see it. You can just see it. Happens on the pro stage too. Happens on the local stage too. Right? So, this is my lesson for you tonight, you guys. If you've done the work, you didn't cheat yourself, you got the best of everything you possibly could leading up into that show, and you are ready Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Go out and kill it. You deserve that. You deserve to be your absolute best. And then, whatever happens at that point, you can't control anything after that. You can't control what the judges pick. You can't control, who ends up where. None of those things. You can't control any of those things. All you can control is how you perform that day. So go out and kill it. Go out and have a great time. You've done the work. You're not second guessing anything. All right, that was it for tonight. Real easy one. Really easy one. Because again, I know a lot of you guys are going on stage like in 2 days on Friday, right? And I know those of you that have come and worked with me, you've got all the tools. You got all of them. Show them off. You're welcome. Go show them off. Year one, go show it off. Go do it. This is your time. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. So go up there and show them what you've been working so hard for. Yes, you're another one right there. Not this weekend, but in a couple of weeks. Go out there and kill it. You didn't come this far to only come this far, right? Yes, ma'am. Doing my first show this coming spring. Any first-time pieces of advice? That's a whole new live feed in and of itself. Just come join us more. You'll see. Watch any of my videos. There's lots of tips. Lots of tips. Just watch all my videos that I have here on Instagram or on YouTube. Yes. Screaming the best wishes to everyone competing this weekend. Yes, it's going to be a fun weekend. I'm excited to see how everybody does. And like I said, if you're debating on the sizzling summer suit sale, make sure you're paying attention because we have a lot of girls that are getting on stage showing that stuff off. All right, you guys, with that, I need to go eat. I'm freaking starving. I had back-to-back clients all day today, no breaks. So your girl over here needs some food. I'm like dreaming about my fish right now. Fish, of all things, I'm dreaming about right now. Fish and rice. The things we do. Amen. I'm on it. My fire is lit. Good. Good. Yes. We want to see you kill it on that stage in a few weeks. And suitsymposium.com is where you got to go if you want to work with me. Yes. Yes. All the laughing. I also am going to have some graham crackers tonight too, and some dark chocolate. So there's some fun stuff too. But right now I really want my fish and rice. I really want my fish and rice. This is volume and I'm hungry. All right. That's enough. Okay, you guys, I hope you had a great week so far. We won't be on tomorrow night because, again, we got a lot of girls getting on stage on Friday, so I want to be available to be able to help them if they need any help with their tans and things like that, posing and stuff on Thursday. But we will be back next week and have a full report. And, of course, I'll be updating on Instagram here all the time with the girls to send me their videos and their pictures and all of that from this weekend. Hopefully, we'll get some pro cards out of it, some new sponsored athletes, all of that. I know, right? Graham crackers sounded so good to me too. We had s'mores the other night, and I really want my graham crackers, so I'm getting graham crackers. That's gonna be my last part of my last meal. So I just want graham crackers. Anyway, suitsandposing.com. Again, I think I said that like 3 times in the last 2 minutes, but anyway, suitsandposing.com is where you got to go to work with me. And we will see you guys back here again next week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and let's bring home some pro cards. Let's bring home some pro cards from Universe. I want to see some new pros. It's on you. You got all the tools. I gave you all the tools. Put them to work. All right? Okay, that's it. I'm going to log off YouTube first, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And Instagram.